Welcome to Life and Style with Francyne. I am your host, Francyne Walker. Joining me today is Rochelle Morton, Independent Damsel Director from Damsel in Defense. Hey, Rochelle.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Let's talk about what you do and how you became involved in the company.
Okay. So I've been with Damsel in Defense now for almost 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's been a minute.
Okay.
And I became involved with the company because I wanted to have personal protection items that I could carry with me and not necessarily carry something lethal if I didn't have to.
Lethal meaning like a gun?
A firearm, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I wanted to be able to protect myself, but not necessarily take another life in the process of doing that if I don't have to.
Okay.
And so I found out about this company and decided that I wanted to, first and foremost, get some products at a discount. That was the one thing that drew me to it, was that I would be able to get what I wanted at a discount.
Okay.
I had no intention of really, building a business with it, but lo and behold, 5 years later, here I am doing that.
So had you experienced something in your past that caused you to say, I need to keep myself safe?
There was years and years ago. I was coming into the home late. As when we're young and think nothing will ever happen to us.
Sure.
But I was coming into the home late, and a gentleman did come up behind me, and it seemed like he had a weapon. He kind of motioned that he had a weapon.
Right.
But he snatched my purse, and that is kind of unnerving, especially when you're not expecting
even
to be a victim.
Exactly.
And so that was, ever since then, I've always kind of, kept my guard up and, just kind of watched out for my surroundings and things like that. But I still wanted to have something because I know that my little fist is not necessarily going to be enough to fight off an attacker.
Okay.
And so I wanted to have something to help me out with that.
So Damsel in Defense is not necessarily your company.
Correct.
But you do have your own business.
Absolutely.
Through the company.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like, your typical direct sales companies like, Avon, Mary Kay, Tupperware, things like that.
I love the name Damsel in Defense. I really do.
Thank you.
Talk about some of the products that a woman can arm themselves with outside of a firearm, because that for me has been my biggest concern. Everybody is like, Fran, you need a gun. And it's like, and just from childhood experiences, I really don't want to handle a gun like you if I don't have to.
Right.
However, Damsel in Defense offers different tools that are cute, nifty, but definitely useful.
Absolutely.
So talk about some of the products that the company offers.
So everything that Damsel in Defense offers is non-lethal. So we don't do firearms and things like that, but we do have stun guns, pepper spray, we have striking tools, we have audible alarms that go on your key ring, we have self-defense products or safety products for your car, emergency type products for that, things for the home, and we actually have an additional line that focuses on children and body boundaries and parents being able to have the shoulder-to-shoulder conversation with the children about being aware of their surroundings. And we talk about stranger danger, and that a lot of times, or most of the time, it's not a stranger that is causing issues for them as far as sexual abuse and things like that. So
I'm just loving this because that is my passion, is keeping women and children safe. So you mentioned the striking tool.
Yes.
What is a striking tool?
So I just happen to have one here.
Oh, wow.
So this is called a Socket to Me Kubaton. This is our Socket to Me Platinum version. It has a rubber barrel, but this is a solid piece of aluminum. And so what this is, as you probably are aware, most people have been taught to lace the keys between the fingers.
Right.
And what that does is it gives you maybe a ½ inch of metal by the time you've laced your keys between, and then the bulk of the key is in your palm, which means if you use that to hit someone with, that key is, the bulk of that is going to go into your own palm, and not only can you injure yourself, but you can also rip the webbing in your fingers.
Right.
So this is something where you actually have your fist wrapped around it.
Oh.
This is a force multiplier. So
Okay.
now, instead of me trying to hit just with my fist, I have a sharp metal object in my hand, and I can actually apply a significant amount of force with that strike to be able to hit my attacker and be able to flee to safety.
And it's not heavy?
No. I'll let you
Okay,
hold
it's
that.
very
There are a
light.
couple of things on that key ring.
Okay.
But, you can go ahead and hold it.
Okay.
See what that feels like. As a matter of fact, what I want you to do is grip that with your fist. And then I
Okay.
want you to ball your other fist up. I'll hold on to your papers.
Okay.
Ball your fist up, this one. Okay, and tap the back of your hand with that. Just, how's that feel?
It's,
Feel like it might hurt if you had a
Yeah,
really
if-
strong...
and yeah, especially with my adrenaline flowing, I'm ready,
Yeah.
I probably would poke a
Yeah, you
hole
are
through it.
absolutely going to strike for whatever
Yeah.
they don't have covered. Because when
Sure.
you're being attacked,
Wow.
they can't cover everything. So whatever
that's-
is uncovered, that's what you want to go for.
Wow. And it's, it's cute and it's pretty and it's my favorite color. One of my
Mine
favorite
too.
colors, purple. I love that you all have because you mentioned something about the children, that's so especially useful with us having a high amount of human trafficking
Right,
in
right,
Michigan. Which it just still astounds me that that is so prevalent. So I like that they do have that alternate line for children. Now, what are some of the other, you talked about the striking tool, the pepper spray.
Yeah, and I really want to talk about that. That is
Yes.
where my passion is definitely around pepper spray, and I'll
Okay.
tell you why. When I joined the company in Michigan, we were not allowed to have the Damsel Defense pepper spray.
Okay.
We were allowed to carry the equivalent of mace. Mace has 10% of the oleoresin capsicum, which is the ingredient that causes the burning sensation.
No.
And with the pepper spray that the federal government says that every state can have,
Yes.
that's 18%. So that's like twice as effective. So mace is an
Wow.
irritant, but a pepper spray that's 18% is an
It's more
inflammatory. It's an
Whoa.
inflammatory, and I would rather have the skin of my attacker inflamed as opposed to irritated. And so,
Yeah, especially if you're coming for me.
right.
It's like, oh, okay,
So
I got
it's-
something for you.
Right. So when I got involved with the company, we could not have the stun guns or pepper sprays, and I'll get to stun guns a little later.
Okay,
But we
sure.
couldn't have those two items, which were the two items that I wanted. But since I couldn't have them, I wanted whatever I could have, which
Sure.
was the striking tool, the alarm, and things like that. But after 3 years of working with Lansing to be able to change that law,
Thank God.
I did get it increased to
Yes.
18%.
Okay.
So now we can legally carry the 18% pepper spray from Damsel Defense.
And again, the holder is cute.
Yep,
You know,
got
the
some very cute
pattern is
patterns.
pretty, which is, I'm a girly girl, so this kind of stuff, but it's like, but don't let the smooth taste fool you, because
Absolutely.
I got my pepper spray and my stun gun and whatever else.
Okay, so we'll get the stun
Oh,
guns in a
there,
minute.
yeah, my pepper
because-
spray
yeah.
and my striking tool.
Yeah,
Okay.
and your striking tool. And
Okay.
again, with the pepper spray, Damsel in Defense specifically, I can't speak for others.
Sure.
But Damsel in Defense, again, it's the 18% oleoresin capsicum.
Mm-hmm.
It has a red ultraviolet dye, which changes the color of the skin and marks your attacker. Your attacker is put under a black light, like in a police lineup. Within 72 hours, the skin will glow. It's marked.
Okay.
Because you've sprayed this pepper spray.
Yeah.
The pepper spray shoots 16 feet away. So you've got a 16-foot stream
Yeah.
to be able to spray your attacker, and you want to go with eyes, nose, mouth. A lot of people don't understand, how to spray, but you want to be able to, take away their opportunity to be able to see, breathe, or talk.
How would those items apply to someone in an intimate partner situation? Is there some kind of way to make people who might be in those kinds of situations aware that these are tools that they have at their disposal? Does Damsel in Defense understand the need to reach a would-be victim? Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, again, with these products, These are things that I have them displayed here on the key ring.
Yes.
But, and you definitely want to have them handy. You don't want them buried in the bottom of your purse or anything like that. If you need to keep them on the nightstand at night before you go to sleep,
Yeah.
you want to stage your protection throughout your home.
I like
another
that.
thing that you want to do.
Stage your protection.
Yeah, because when you are under attack, you don't know what room you might be in.
Yeah.
When you're being attacked, and so you want to have something in every room so that you have the opportunity to defend yourself and be able to again flee to safety.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole goal here, is to be safe.
We talked about the pepper spray, which is now more effective than the mace
Right.
due to legislation, thank God, being passed. We talked about the what was it? The striking tool. And then we talked about, what else did we talk about?
We didn't really talk too much about the alarm or the key ring yet.
Okay,
But
let's talk about that.
before I get to those, I wanted to talk a little bit more about pepper spray, because these two are just critical.
Yes.
So this is called the protected pepper, and so I'll put the other one down. This is a patented product from Damsel Defense. So not only do we have the 18% pepper spray, but now we have a pepper spray that has a disable pin, which means when you have this around your wrist and you're ready to use and deploy your pepper spray, if your attacker tries to take your pepper spray away from you, this particular pepper spray, when they get it, the disable pin comes out, it stays on your wrist, and this is no longer able to be used. So it cannot.
So they cannot
be
use it against you.
Cannot use it against you. What happens is the pepper spray actually goes down into, and I'll turn it this way, the pepper spray goes down into the canister, as you can see here.
And it locks itself.
Yeah, and so it's not able to be sprayed because the nozzle is covered. And it only works when this disable pin is put back in and seats the pepper spray properly in the case. So that's that. Now,
so a lot of the products already kind of presume, based on, of course, studies and whatnot and experiences, they presume what I don't even want to give them a name other than attacker might do.
Absolutely.
So they cover, all bases are covered for someone who is a potential victim.
yes.
Okay.
And so this just came out last week. This looks just like the other pepper spray that I have with the disable pin, but this one actually has Bluetooth technology.
Nice.
So what this does is when you go to deploy your pepper spray in this canister, it has this white button here.
Okay.
See that there?
Yes.
That actually is paired with the Bluetooth technology on your phone. And so when I depress this, it's going to send a message to my 5 contacts that I've loaded into the app that I've downloaded from Damsel Defense.
Wow.
And it's going to tell them that I've had to deploy my pepper spray. And it's also going to tell them where I am.
Oh my God.
It's a map that shows up right in the text message to say exactly where I'm at. And then I have it set so that every minute those 5 people get an update.
That's amazing.
Those 5 people get an update of where I'm fleeing to as I try to find safety. So I'm focused on defending myself against my attacker. My 5 people are focusing on getting defense to me and getting help to me.
Okay.
And they're able to see where I'm moving about every minute. It gives them the update. And the only thing that stops that message from continuing is me.
Nice.
Because I have to actually go into my phone and type in my PIN to be able to send the message to say I'm safe.
Right.
So even if my attacker manages to get my phone from me, the message continues to go because you have to have the PIN in order to, and I'm speaking of 4-digit PIN, in order to unlock and type in or swipe the message to say that you're okay.
How much would something like that cost?
This is $89.
Okay.
You can refill if you ever had to use the pepper spray, and again, just so that you know, pepper spray is not able to be reused. You don't get multiple uses with it.
Right.
This is a half-ounce canister. That's what all the pepper sprays that civilians can carry.
Right, my
have.
God, because you
So-
definitely don't want to have to use it.
Right, but when you do,
But you want to make
go,
sure.
you want to use all of it on that attacker. So
Okay.
you only get a half ounce. So you're going to go eyes, nose, mouth, and then I recommend taking it down the shirt.
Okay.
But you're only going to, get that one application. You can purchase a refill of this pepper spray canister for $7.
Oh, okay.
So you can reuse that. And so you get, you can use this actual technology 1,000 times. You can
Wow.
use this white button here to deploy your pepper spray and send the message out. And you do want to hold it down so
Sure.
that it's long enough for the Bluetooth on your phone to send that message.
Okay. So we've talked about the Cadillac pepper spray.
Yes, we did.
The Cadillac
so
pepper
that's
spray.
with the white bottom,
Right.
with the technology, Bluetooth technology. That's the Cadillac for $89.
Okay.
And you don't have, there's no monthly fee either. This is totally dependent on your cell phone
Wow.
and your Bluetooth
Sure.
technology.
Okay, that's
this
awesome.
is
So that's an investment in your safety,
Absolutely.
honestly, which you
Absolutely.
cannot put a price on.
No. And
Yeah.
if you think about it, not only yourself, but if you have loved ones, your daughters, the other
Sure.
females that you love and care about, and if you are their emergency contact,
Yes.
if they're able to send you that text message, you know that they're focused on whatever they're doing to keep themselves safe. You can
Sure.
focus on sending help to them.
I remember my mom, every year, she would get for all her daughters roadside protection, so that if we were ever stranded, we would be able to call someone, call AAA to get us or whatever, wherever we were stranded. This is like such an amazing gift to give anybody and everybody. I don't
College
know.
students on campus.
I mean, everybody should be a damsel in defense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So the Cadillac was $89. This one is $19. This is still your disabled pen pepper spray, but it does not have the Bluetooth technology.
Okay.
And then your regular pepper spray that you'll also see on my website, these are $12. And the pattern, the pouches, the colors change. So it just depends on, what's available for the month, but you'll see what's available on my website from that.
Okay.
The other things that I have, and this is really, the breakaway key ring is just so very critical, and I'll explain why. A lot of times, the attacker will say, hey, give me your keys, and then so they're after your keys. We tend to put everything on one key ring,
Sure.
which means if I have everything on one key ring and my attacker takes it, then they have all of my protection that I thought I was going to use for myself, and now they have it to use against me.
Okay.
So with the breakaway key ring, you're going to have your keys on one end and your protection on the other. This is the end that you always want to hold on to. The keys can
Sure.
dangle, and those can go. But what
Okay.
happens is if the attacker tries to grab those keys, this is magnetic. This breaks apart. They can have those keys, but you still have your protection in case what they're really coming after is you.
Sure.
So you always want to make sure that your protection is separate from your keys. You can replace keys anytime, but you cannot replace
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
And then this is the audible alarm. I won't sound it because it'd be kind of loud and annoying here, but
Okay.
there's an alarm and there's also a flashlight on it so that you can shine
That's
that.
right.
Yeah, you can shine that either in their eyes, you can shine it around the car before you get in it. I highly recommend that you do that. You have it so that in case you do feel uncomfortable and someone is, kind of standing nearby, shine that light in their eyes and let them know that you are a hard target and you will fight.
Wow.
So those are some of the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You wanted to talk about the stun gun a
I
little bit
did.
more.
So, like I was mentioning before, when I got involved, we could not have the stun guns or pepper sprays in Michigan. And this little map that I'm going to show, and I know it's a little backwards for some of you, but you'll see that this map has a lot of pink on it, right?
Sure.
The pink indicates states that can have stun guns and pepper sprays. What color do you see Michigan in? It's not pink, is it?
Why are we so far behind?
We-
I mean, we just got this. We went from mace to pepper spray, and it took how many years?
Yeah.
So okay, we need legislation passed.
Yeah, because
on the stun gun.
Absolutely.
Now, is
And-
that like a taser? Rochelle?
I'm so glad you asked that question.
Okay.
Because a taser and a stun gun are two, and I should call it a stun device is what it really is.
Okay.
Those are two different things. A taser is a projectile weapon, just like a firearm.
Yes.
So you do need to be trained adequately. You need to be licensed to be able to handle something like that because
Okay.
because it's a projectile weapon. You're aiming at your target. You could miss your target, and if you don't know how to operate the equipment that you have in your hand, you could cause some serious damage or even
Sure.
it could be deadly
Okay.
force. But a stun device, such as what we sell at Damsel Defense, is an actual weapon or a device that you use that you touch the person with it.
Okay.
It's not something you can shoot at them. You have to actually physically touch them. And what it does is it disables the muscle group that you've touched with that the electricity, and that enables you to stun and run, which means that it disables that muscle group long enough for them to release the hold, or whatever it is that you've been able to do to them to kind of incapacitate them to a very small degree.
Okay.
But enough for you to stun and run.
Okay.
And as we know, when you're attacked, it's usually not from far away.
Yes.
The attacker is right up on you, so you're already in imminent danger, which means you need something like a stun gun or stun device to be able to, help prevent an attack from happening.
Sure.
And so with the stun devices from Damsel Defense, they do have the disable pin.
Okay.
So again, if the attacker tries to get that away from you and the disable pin is around your wrist, just like with that pepper spray, it will not work.
Okay.
And so it can't be used against you. The other difference between a taser, a firearm, and a stun device is with a taser or a firearm, you don't get to send a warning shot. When you deploy, when you shoot the gun or when you, shoot the taser, that
your
ammunition
notification.
is coming out.
Yes.
It's coming out and it's
Right.
going somewhere. But with a stun device, you hear that electricity and you can actually see the a little bit of the sparking from the electricity. That is enough of a warning to a would-be attacker, because they don't know what you have, but they know you've got something, which automatically makes you a hard target, which is what you always want to be. You never want to be an easy target. You
But
want to be a
we
hard one.
definitely, but right now,
We cannot have them.
It's NA. It's not
right.
applicable for us.
We can have tasers and we
Sure.
can have firearms. We
Okay.
cannot have stun devices.
Interesting.
And so I've got a bill in Lansing now. What that does is it changes the language so that stun devices do become legal and that you do not have to have a CPL in order to carry or protect yourself with it, because it's not something that's lethal. It's not something that's projectile and shoots at a person. It's just something that you hold in your hand, just like a pen or a pencil.
So we definitely want to contact Chairman Graham Filler.
Yes, you want to
Okay.
contact Graham Filler, and you also want to contact your own state rep and your own state
Okay.
senator, because once Mr. Filler actually assigns the hearing date, then I get to go to Lansing and
Nice,
testify
look at
and share
you.
why it's important for us to be able to have this type of protection
Absolutely.
available to us. And then once it gets voted out of his committee, it goes to the House floor for
Nice.
all of the representatives to vote. And you want your state representative to vote yes.
Yes.
And the only way
Hell
they're going to do that is to hear from you, because otherwise they don't know that this is important to you if they don't hear from you.
Absolutely.
So, and because
This is
they're
awesome.
representing you, you want them to
Yeah.
speak on your behalf when it comes time to vote.
Absolutely.
And you want to contact your state senator, because it's got to go through that same process all over again on the state.
How can they find these products?
My website is personalprotecther.com. You can go right to the website, place your order, and everything will ship directly to your door. So it's $99 to get started, and it's $10 a month to cover the cost of your website, which is replicated and maintained by Damsel Defense. And it also covers the cost of the incident replacement policy that we have, and the
what does that mean?
warranty. So in the event that you had to use your pepper spray or one of our other items for self-defense, and the police need to confiscate that as evidence to be able to help prosecute your case,
You can get it replaced.
the company will replace it for free.
Okay.
You mentioned something about the philanthropic side of
Yes.
Damsel Defense.
Talk about that
I
real
want to talk
quick.
about that. We at Damsel Defense, we have 2 rescue houses.
Nice.
We have one in Cambodia and one in India, and these houses actually are a safe place for girls who are rescued from sex trafficking to be able to come and be rehabilitated, taught job skills and things like that, so that they can return to their normal life, but they have skills now to be able to earn money and not have to be subjected to the horrible life of sex trafficking. And so so Damsel Defense funds those houses. we are looking to open a third house, and it will still be, you know, outside of the United States, but
Sure.
it's a third house where there's still a huge concentration with sex trafficking.
Okay.
There, in addition to that, being able to offer that service, you know, which as we sell products, part of our, you know, funds are going to help save girls that are not even, you know, that we'll never see.
Sure.
But the company also takes a portion of the proceeds every month, and the Damsel Pros get to nominate a charity, a choice charity for the month. And so a portion of the sales for the month also go here locally to,
Nice.
you know, within the United States, to a charity that we've all agreed that this is one that we want to support for this month.
That is
So
awesome.
there's just a
I'm
ton
just
of
super
opportunities
impressed.
to-
Now, who founded Damsel in Defense?
So the founder is Mindy Lynn.
Okay.
And she started it just because she was a stay-at-home mom and wanted to be able to keep herself and her children safe. And she
Found
was
a
at a
need.
mom's group, and, you know, just
Yeah.
kind of thought about ways to be able to help keep women safe as they're
Mm-hmm.
out and about with their children. And so it started off with that, and grew from a few products to, I don't know how many.
The name of the website, your website again?
PersonalProtectHer.com.
PersonalProtectHer.com.
Yes.
And that is also how they can contact you if they'd like to start their own business.
Absolutely.
Okay.
They can join right on my website. My information is there if you want to reach out to me via email or cell phone. That's on there as well.
Awesome. Man, thank you so much. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.